hope that you realize how amazing you are, and to be able to see that perspective, right? To be able to see, oh my gosh, I was in this. This is my energy of alignment. This is it. This is what Jenna's talking about all the time, right? Hey mama, welcome to the Balanced Mom Method podcast, a safe space to help you transform the way that you approach motherhood and life. If you're a mom struggling with self-worth, overwhelmed with overstimulation, looking to slow down, conquer mom guilt, let go of external pressures, or even embark on a spiritual awakening, you are in the right place. Let's break free from that survival mode cycle by waking up from autopilot and authentically embracing our inner self-love, trust, and connection. Imagine if every single part of your life was perceived through a lens of expansion, value, worthiness, self-awareness, and acceptance. Hey, I'm Jenna, and I've been where you are. I was consumed in the struggles of motherhood and was always in my own head, never feeling good enough. I realized if I wanted to make a change, it started within me. And in finding that freedom, I've dedicated my life's work to helping other moms heal from the inside out to come back home to themselves too. So take my hand, mama. Let's set the foundation to live an intentional life full of peace, presence, confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, and balance. If you are ready to weed the fluff, get to the root of cultivating real change, and feel connected to yourself on a love-rooted level, let's dive in and discover the power within you. Warm up that cold coffee, pop in your earbuds, and tighten that top knot, mama. Let's overcome together. Hello, beautiful mamas. What is up? How are you? I hope that you are doing so wonderful today, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whatever time of day it is. I just hope that you are filled with love and gratitude and joy and just that a sense of overall peace, because I know how crazy and chaotic and overwhelming this time of year can be. Let it be with transitioning from end of the school year into summer and all those things that come with field trips and spirit days and dress up days and all these things on top of what are we going to do in the summer? Are my kids going to go to camp? Are they going to go to summer school? Am I going to be home with them? Do I need childcare? So I totally understand just that change. And I mean, we're in spring. We are in a completely different just energy of the year also. So I'm just sending you so much love today and always. And I hope that you are feeling just the peace and energetic flow within you that is the feelings of how you want to be feeling. So let's dive into today's show. I was just a guest on a podcast that it's funny because I have a typical spiel, that whenever I'm a guest on a podcast and they say, what do you want to speak on? I say, hey, is XYZ okay? I have my typical presentation, let's say outlined, that I give for the most part. And then, we have this conversation and it's beautiful. It goes, off on tangents and, we have a flowing conversation, but I'm just very confident in the delivery of the outline that I have. So this podcast that I was just a guest on, it completely threw me for a loop because he was completely unscripted and I loved it. I mean, he was completely unscripted and he asked me about, me and my story and it stuck there. We talked about my story. I cried, I got all teary-eyed and we got deep within my story. And that's what brought me to where I am today, going back to high school, college, and then, motherhood and where I am today. And just, we talked about everything. I mean, about those lows in college, that being my darkest night of the soul, or just that probably one of the lowest points of my life being in college and falling into an eating disorder and developing a very bad relationship with alcohol and, relationships and then motherhood. And then, something just clicked in me that it seems so obvious now that it clicked. And this is why I wanted to deliver this episode today, because this conversation deserves a spot on the show for you to be able to explore. Because as we were talking about my story and he was asking me questions and I was just talking, he told me, he said, this girl, I was told that she likes to talk. And it was funny because I was like, we didn't talk about this before the show, but it opened it up for me. I'm like, okay, here we go, So as I'm just talking and flowing and sharing about me, how often do people truly ask about you, right? It just opened my eyes a little bit and something clicked. And this is why I invite you into this space with me now, because how often do we ever take time to reflect on how far we've come, or reflect on who we are, or reflect on how much we've overcome or what we've been through, right? So I want to invite you here with me. And typically these episodes, are around a half hour, 40 minutes. I want this one, I know I've said this before, but I'm serious. I want this one to be short and sweet for you, to take the remaining time of what a normal episode would be, that you normally listen to throughout your week, and do this exercise with yourself, okay? So yes, I'm giving you homework, but I want to leave you with something. I want to leave you with something tangible for you to do, to be able to step you forward, to step you out of this barrier and step you forward towards your breakthrough. So you've probably heard me, like if you listen to the show, you've probably heard me ask guests on the show something along the lines of that very last question that I said, or that I ask is, were there moments throughout your journey where you can discern between when it was your ego talking versus when it was your intuition within your decision making? And then we kind of open up that other area of discussion. What, that feeling of when your ego was talking, and that feeling of when it was your intuition, or maybe the style of the voice or the whisper of your intuition. So what we're going to explore right now is going to be very similar like that, but it's asking this question. What are some moments within your life where you just knew that you were in your energy of alignment, authentically yourself, following your soul's path? I want you to take some time with this and think about it. Think of your feelings, think of your emotions, the sensations that you get. If you remember them in those moments, of that time, in that space in the past, or maybe the feelings, emotions, sensations that are coming to you now as you're reflecting. I want you to sit with this for a while. Let yourself open up. I invite you to open up this doorway into your soul, into yourself, into your reflection. And I want to share a couple examples with you about me to kind of, get your wheels turning, or just to kind of explain a little bit more what I'm talking about, because I know I jumped right into it. So a couple examples for me is, number one, first and foremost, I will say time and time again, meeting my husband. There's so much backstory. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. But once I accepted, and once I believed wholeheartedly that I need to love myself first, and then I could welcome someone else into my life to love me how I deserve to be loved, because I love myself that way. Once I truly believed it, I could have said it time and time again, but once I truly believed it and had life events happen and said it and I believed it, I met him 2 weeks later. And we have been inseparable for the past 11 years. Once I believed that I was the most important person in my life, I needed to love myself first. Bam. Once I believed it. Okay? Because we've talked about this before. You could say the affirmations, you could do the mantras, you could have the vision. But if you don't truly believe it, what you're saying isn't what you're believing, right? You're just saying these words, but you don't, subconsciously, internally, down to your core, rooted, feel it. So the second one is becoming a mom. I knew that network marketing, this was before I became a mom, I was in network marketing. That's kind of what led me out of the healthcare field. I knew that network marketing was not for me. And it was a great stepping stone for me to build the confidence to step away from, what looks good on paper. I had an amazing career in the medical field in oncology, and it looked good on paper. So it helped me gain the confidence to step away from that, to actually follow my dreams of being a stay-at-home mom, to be able to still, serve humanity, because my patients were my everything. That was the hardest part to step away from. But I was still able to serve humanity. And for as out of it as I felt like I was within that blur of the fourth trimester, within, those beginning stages of motherhood, I also had the clarity. Looking back, I had so much clarity and confidence in stepping into the path that I knew I was longing for. And it took me becoming a mom, having those shifts in my perspective, to realize, I knew before I became a mom, I knew network marketing wasn't for me. But I was scared to leave something, again, because, okay, I quote unquote failed in, healthcare because I left that field to do this, and now I'm failing in this. I felt I was very scared to leave something, even though it wasn't serving me or my soul's work or mission. I knew it wasn't. And once I became a mom, it's like the light bulbs turned on, the perspective shifts. Why am I not stepping into my power? Why am I not doing XYZ if I know it is aligned to me? So it was just this euphoria, these epiphany moments that happened once you become a mom. Again, through that blur of the fourth trimester, I was still provided that clarity to step into my path of now that's evolved to where I am today. The third is meeting my friend and online business manager and virtual assistant, Andrea. I've been through so many VAs, and I've literally wondered, like, if I would ever find someone to be able to work with that I felt aligned to, that I could trust with my business long term, that understood me and truly wanted a relationship with me and wanted like to hear what I had to say. And likewise, I want to hear what she has to say. And it wasn't just like a clock in and out type task list. I know it's a lot asking, asking of someone. I understand that, but I was looking for a relationship and not just someone to do the tasks that I was asking for. So I was going through some healing work within me, dealing with my business, and I had a breakthrough, and I was self-sabotaging myself by not asking for help because I was scared that it wouldn't work out again. Because I've went through, I've had a handful of virtual assistants that, not saying anything bad about their work, it didn't fit. It wasn't a good fit, and that's okay. That's okay, but I was self-sabotaging myself. And here I am spinning my wheels and struggling within my business because I can't do it all. And I had this epiphany moment, like I'm self-sabotaging myself because of the fear that it wasn't going to work out before it even happened. So it was a middle of the night, wake up, and something told me, search on Google for spiritual virtual assistants. And I found her, like within that Google search. Like how crazy is that? Found her on a Google search, and like now it's like meant to be, rest is history, yay, in the making. So, we've been working together a few months, but I just value her friendship. I value her as a person so much, aside from anything that she can help me within my business space. I value her as a person so deeply. And the fourth is choosing to retire the Balanced Mom Method course. And this one I was struggling with a lot. I was not in alignment because I was trying to force keeping this course online. Like I was trying to force to keep this course live because I know how impactful it is. I know how much it could help mom. I know how much it has helped, and how much it can help, and how much it helped me, and how much it has evolved. Like it has created the foundation of naturally empowered living that will never go away. And in stepping into that alignment piece of, this is where I'm going. This is the growth that I've experienced. This is the evolution. This is the exploration that I'm on this path. And it's okay to grow, and it's okay to outgrow, and it's okay to make changes. And that's the only reason that I am retiring this course, is because I'm just morphing it into what's to come. It's still going to be the same, maybe a little different, of course, but like it's still going to follow the same principles. And once I understood and accepted and believed that it's nothing bad about this course, I have a hard time letting go because it's my baby, right? It is my baby, and I don't ever want it to go away. But by holding on to things that, potentially don't serve you anymore or serve the highest good for what is happening or what's coming, then there's time to let go. And that is why I want to get this course into the hands of so many moms as possible prior, to retiring it, because I know how much of an impact it has, and I know how much power it does hold. However, we're growing, right? And it's a beautiful evolution. So those are just 4 examples, and I know that they're, kind of surface level, and some are very recent, right? But I seriously, I thought of those, within seconds, within minutes. I was just like scrambling down these notes as quickly as I could, probably as fast as I'm talking right now. So I know that you could also say that like intuition is involved here. Intuitive nudges are intertwined in these examples, like going out that night, when it was raining, but I just moved into a brand new town and my sister was over. So we decided to go out, get food, watch the Badger game, get a couple drinks, versus staying in. I would have never met my husband. And then listening to that clarity when I became a mom versus just tuning it out and saying, no, it's some crazy postpartum thought, or that inner voice telling me to go on Google and search, or that inner voice telling me it's going to be okay. Just take that first step, even though you don't want to let go. It's going to be so much better. You're going to grow so much more. It's going to be magical. So we have these breakthroughs, these intuitive breakthroughs, the inner voice, the intuitive nudge, that gut feeling, these breakthroughs that allow us to get set back into alignment, that move us back into our energy of alignment. So the breakthroughs being having that revelation that I need to love myself first unconditionally. Not sure how, but I believed it for the first time. And then I met my husband. Stepped back into alignment. I need to love myself first. I believed it. I was in alignment. It was like bing, click, back on path. Now I'm going to present her this amazing man. Or, that breakthrough of like, life is so short, and becoming a mom, we realize that. We realize how precious life is. Why do we hold ourselves back from what truly lights us up? And we resist these calls. We resist like these pulls and these tugs. Like becoming a mom, it changed my perspectives in so many ways. So that revelation, it like stepped me back into my alignment. Yes, I was meant to become a mom. Yes, bam, she's back on path. She has her perspective back on path. Bam, I'm going to give her this confidence and clarity to now step away from what is no longer serving her, to step into her soul's path again. Okay, so it's just so fun to reflect. After that podcast episode I was just a guest on, and we got offline, and I just reflected for those few minutes, and I just scribbled down this outline. I was like, this is it. I want to invite you to do the same thing for yourself. So go ahead and write it. Write it in the notes of your phone. Journal it in a hard copy, pen and paper. Meditate on it, whatever feels good to you. What are some moments within your life where you just knew you were back in your energy of alignment, authentically yourself, following your path, your destined path? I want you to take some time with this. Think about it. Think about your feelings, your emotions, your sensations that you get, the thoughts that come up, the memories that arise. Get deep with it. Allow yourself this time for yourself, this reflection with yourself. And I hope that you're so proud of yourself while you do it. I hope that you realize how amazing you are, and to be able to see that perspective, right? To be able to see, oh my gosh, I was in this. This is my energy of alignment. This is it. This is what Jenna's talking about all the time, right? So I would love to hear your experiences. Go ahead, email me, hello@naturalempoweredliving.com. Shoot me a DM on Instagram, at naturalempoweredliving. You know the drill. I want to hear from you. I always want to hear from you. And just another reminder, I'm going to just say it again and again. Go get 90% off the life-changing course, The Balanced Mom Method, and learn to break free from survival mode, to prioritize your well-being, your habits, your mind, your inner work. Don't miss out. I don't even know how to say it. I've never offered this course. Even when I first launched it, it was never $33, and it's only evolved since then because I've added so much stuff since then, right? It is so invaluable. This course is on sale for only $33 until the end of May, and then it is gone forever. I want to get this course into as many moms' hands as possible. So if it's not for you, I would so appreciate you sharing it with a friend. The Balanced Mom Method, it's changed countless lives, and it's your turn. It is your turn. It has truly been a foundational course for naturally empowered living, and it's transformed so many lives. I mean, within just inner work and our outer work, our health and time management habits, just helping us break free from overwhelm and survival mode to take back control of our lives. However, I mean, we're evolving now, and we're bringing this with us, but just in a deeper journey into our journey of self-discovery and learning our energy of alignment. And I can't wait. I'm so ecstatic for what's to come. And yeah, but for now, go grab the Balanced Mom Method online course for only $33, naturalempoweredliving.thrivecart.com/TBMM. Enter the coupon farewell at checkout. I guess if you go to the show notes, it'll auto-populate. Go to the show notes, grab that link. It'll auto-populate the coupon. And until next week, as always, simply be you. You have everything inside of you to learn your energy of alignment and deepen your relationship within. I'm sending my love and so much light.
Did you find this episode relatable and compelling? Please give my review.
Thank you so much for spending this sacred time with me on the Balanced Mom Method podcast. I am sending you so much love and covering you in light, praying this episode has helped you in some way. And if it has, I'd be so grateful if you left a written review sharing how it's impacted your life. It truly lights me up hearing how you are on your way to your breakthrough. And also, please share this episode with another mom who may be struggling, to remind her that we are never alone and to help give her that empowerment to take that first step. And be sure to check the show notes for additional ways to connect with me, our motherhood empowerment community, and if and when it feels good to you, learn how we could work together to help you reclaim your power, mama. Thank you. I appreciate all you are and all you do. Sending my love and light.